I want to go for the Invoker. So Quaswex for more control. I think so. I haven't seen a lot of Exhort Invokers lately. Maybe Hokori likes to play Exhort because Sunstrike into Impale is a pretty working combo. That works out nicely. But Quaswex against Alchemist with Vessel. You have a Vessel carrier against the Alchemist. I would like that more this game.
Yeah, I think so, and it's good against Batright on the lane. But also that, I mean, I'm not sure, I'm not an Invoker spammer, but I know that Coswex usually falls off very early. But I think Invoker can get away with going Cross Exort this game if he feels confident on it as well because of the Impale Sunstrike combo, you know, and the split pushing he has capabilities because usually they go like Midas, Boot to Travel, Blink, BKB, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
5 seconds. Hurry,
I kind of like the Quaswex just because of the reason that it falls off early, because it slows down the Alchemist. So
Yeah,
it
but
would kind of be a tempo controlling hero. And then you have the Vessel to work against the Chemical Rage, but then BKB, of course, purchases it off, and then Invoker can't do much. And then you just don't have the damage.
this Invoker does provide some damage with Alacrity later on in the game, so I don't think Hokori are too much worried about that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, TB would have been very nice to go with the Alacrity. See what else they are thinking about. Hokori's carry picks have been the Void TAPA. So they banned the Morphling. Phantom Assassin is in the pool, but PA versus Bane is a bit it's a bit yikes.
Versus 1Q and you have like 0 cast range, 0 damage.
Yep.
Only 10 seconds.
Can't even dagger at melee range.
Oh, really?
5 seconds.
No, you can't.
I've
You
never
can't.
tested it.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, I was playing like Overthrow with my friends, and my friend would do like this. You know how you get those talents for each spell? So he would go all in on the Q, and then enemy line was like casting stun on melee range, and he didn't even realize like why it was happening. It was kind of funny.
Like, what is happening to my hero? Like,
Yeah.
what's up with that? Last picks though, Hokori. They've got the element of surprise with their final pick, which is gonna be either the carry or their offlane, depending where they mix around the Omni Weaver
10
mix.
seconds to pick.
And for Fnatic, we need either, if this is not an offlane Batrider, then we need an offlane pick to finish things off. But it could also be Armel's hero that is still looming in the air. He has played Shadow Fiend, Bat, Puck so far. Shadow Fiend and Puck are banned, and Batrider is picked. So we're gonna see a Viper come out, which we were talking about. Maybe Hokori might look for it against the Alchemist, but Fnatic's gonna bring it.
Like this is just a lane dominator hero, but I actually like playing Weaver. I don't like playing against Weaver as a Viper, so I'm curious why they picked it up.
5
but
seconds remain.
Maybe they think otherwise, that Viper can dominate this lane, which I think he can. And they're gonna need to bring a lot of heroes to, you know, kill this Viper if he's gonna be a menace, which then leads to Alchemist just free farming the whole game.
Yeah, this could be Bat versus Invo, Viper versus Weaver. Most likely. Let's see what Hokori thinks about it. One hero I was looking, the Lone Druid is in the pool, but there's the Beastmaster that Hokori is going to grab up. Okay.
It's very nice. Very nice pick. They're playing against Bane, Shaker. Very single target heroes, you know, nothing to do with the zoo that they have, so.
There's a lot of your favorite heroes out there.
Yeah.
So you must be pretty happy with the drafts. Is this better for Hokori compared to game 1?
This is a lot better for Hokori just because of the Beast pick, because he's gonna be controlling the map so much. This is the Beast show in this game, like he has to do a lot to carry this game.
Yep.
And it's also the nice core matchup with Invoker Beastmaster. Like if this Invoker decides to go Coswex, he can start to rotate on the
5
Beast's lane.
seconds remain.
You know, give Beastmaster a good game, progress into that Dummy 2, get the Roche, start taking the towers, you know, just being annoying on the map.
Well, I think this is the moment where Hokori is going to need a lot of help from the audience as well to get their first victory under their belts and cut Fnatic's 7-map streak. What the hell am I saying? 7-map win streak. That's the one I was wanting to say. Pardon my Finnish. So, I feel like I have a lot more faith in Hokori's draft here in this game number 2. I'm a bit worried about this John Will Bane. How good is it going to be this game? Because it can water Hokori's capabilities very well if it happens to be a good game for him. The laning stage, big importance. Can they kill Raven's Alchemist? What can Jay do on the Viper? What's Vitaly's timing going to be with his items? Is he going to go straight for the Overlord helmet? What can he achieve with it? Is he going to swap his build for something else? There's a lot of moving pieces in this game, and I like that this draft is not so plain and basic. Where you can just say that the other one has like these clear timings and clear maneuvers to clear out the victory for themselves. So I have faith in Hokori, but I'm also excited to see what can Fnatic do with this draft.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is the Beastmaster show. He's gonna have to do a lot to carry this game. He's gonna need to, you know, hit his timings right. Maybe if he manages to win the bot lane, it's gonna give Hokori such a good head start leading into the game. He's gonna start controlling the map because Beast is a map hero. He's like slowly pressuring the map, you know, taking your towers down, and he can always play from a safe distance with the creeps, like he doesn't even need to be there. So
I love how Analog is bringing up a magic wand for the mid lane versus Armel's Batrider. Gotta have those extra charges to go with in this laning stage. Trading balloons. Vitaly can't actually poke the enemy balloons.
30 seconds
Sitting
remain.
inside them.
Digital sports.
Coming through with the woo, yep.
look at all these piglings. So many.
There's so many of them. Getting overrun. Imagine just walking in between that, DJ. Oh, the combo.
Oh.
Oh. Can't even click the bounty rune at this pace.
God, I really hope this
Oh, they're
match
gonna
ends
let
up
this
being
one go.
cosmic
Too many
significance.
donkeys. Can't get to it. Bounty runes are gonna be going 3 for 1 for Hokori once again, just like game 1, where they saw the smoke gank coming in from Fnatic. This time, just the overpower of balloons isn't enough for Fnatic this time, and we kick off our laning stage. Invoker versus the Bat, Viper versus the Weaver, Alchemist versus the Beastmaster is going to be our core matchups for each of these lanes. So, putting things aside about the how these drafts are going to work out, I think this would be a good moment to see which one of these lanes is going to have more action. Is it top or bottom?
I'd say top. But I see Alchemist going for the stun, so possibly some early action on bottom lane. Also, I'd like to mention Invoker's going for Coswex, so like I said, like he's gonna get this earned timing where Beast is able to take the tower, Invoker's gonna come, kill the Alchemist maybe, and then, you know, progress the game from there.
This bottom lane is so messy. They've got their Great Waves pulled into the jungle.
Really?
They're just battling there while we've got a dive going on. Armel looking for Analog. The level 2 dive from the Batrider. Not enough for a kill, but he keeps his life intact. The early attempt. We've seen these level 4 Batriders, so Analog probably got a bit surprised by Armel's aggression this early on. Surprise elements are sometimes good to have. Kind of unfazed your opponent, like, yup, we're ready for this fight. Like, are you ready for this? Raven loading up the stun again onto Vitaly. Stun does fly out. Impale is also there. They were looking to stun Raven. Would have been a nice stun combo. Nyx Assassin stuns first. Alchemist stuns himself right after. trying to do their best to deny these creeps as well. Raven is at 5 last hits. Meanwhile, haven't really looked at the top lane at all. Weaver versus Viper. Viper's already got 1 Wraith banned. Not sure if he wants to get a second. He's already got his power treads lined up. Meanwhile, we'll look at Weaver. Classic early Maelstrom. So is this the game where you go Linken's right after the Maelstrom's ready?
I think it depends on how the game is looking. Like, if Bad is having a bad game, he could probably delay the Linken's purchase for...
Oh, Armel. Look at mid. Analog's dead. Has to be dead. No, you see Armel getting the cold snap out as well. And Analog! Guts! Analog who takes first blood. What a sequence of cold snaps. Guy's got like 120 HP. Gets the cold snap off just in front and the tower aggro right on the Bat Rider. Oh, man.
Don't forget
you love
the
to see.
tip.
Jay is also all by himself here. The bug chewing away at him. He loses 500 HP. Gets back to his tower. Gets to stay in the lane just a little bit longer. Raven has been scoring some good CS though. He's outshining Vitaly at the current moment. The Hokori trying to get a creep wave pull, but Jonel is like, I'm gonna keep these right here. You wanna pull? Fine, I'll pull. It also means that the Beastmaster's gonna have to stay in the lane battling it out with Raven, and he's gonna be deprived of another creep wave as the Bane interrupts. Important small moves when you look at these, like, expectations of a support wanting to pull the creep wave before the tower to connect it in front of yours. And if you have these neutral camps in between and the opponent's support is there, to just cut it out. Just grab the creep wave, sorry, grab the camp to connect it so you don't get your pull through. And then those can be really important things for the Alchemist to slow down the Beastmaster. I might be over-analyzing. I'm just thinking like small things usually pile up nicely when you miss some moves that the supports do.
I mean, my brain just shut off, so I don't know what you just said.
Like,
I was
shut
still
up,
trying
Panda.
to focus it.
Caster, stop talk. Start game. Right now we got a calm phase in the game. After the first blood scored for the Invoker. Nothing else has happened. Analog already blocking the next creep wave as Armel farming under his own tower. Nothing special happening as we're closing up on the 5-minute marker. Boots are finished. I think Fnatic should maybe apply a bit more pressure in this top lane, but can they?
I mean, not really. It's just it's a Weaver first of all. He's gonna press Q, W, when you start trying to attack him, and then there's an Omni behind, dispelling the poison attack stacks.
Oh, they got the Fissure stun, at least in the top lane, to keep them away. 3 versus 2. With the Nyx Assassin making an appearance. They are making Viper's life hard, but he is still keeping up to par in CS, up 25. Having a good time here. Armel, however, he is completely deprived of mana. No regen. Empty bottle. He's gonna need to get the power rune. But there's a lot of traffic on its way. Gardeck's here. The Hokori's here. They got the stun. And with the cold snap, DJ is coming in with the fissure, and they will get blocked out completely. And of course, there's a regen rune. Jonel's there, but Analog trying to interrupt Armel. Needs a couple more hits. He's trying to slide in between. There's no flame break. It's gonna be... Oh, he does it. He walks under the sentry. Armel gets the regen in the bottle, but still gonna pay the ultimate price for it. Gardeck gets the kill on Armel. Oh, what a race. Imagine if he did not have the bottle there and just pops the regen, instantly broken by the Nyx. Like, now he actually has the regen for himself when he TPs back into the lane and starts spamming spells.
Yeah, but he still feels bad dying
He still
twice.
feels bad, yeah. So,
Be smart
Analog
together.
is going for Witchblade.
Yeah, it's not bad to buy an Invoker cost Vex. It gives you some scaling potential, and it gives you damage. You don't always need to buy. You don't always need to buy Vessel. I think Vessel maybe slows down your game, if you're not getting kills with Hustle.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see why he's looking for the Witchblade. You can see that TP's bot right now. As soon as Beast gets his dummy timing, he's getting
Go
the kill.
Alchemist, level 5, no ulti available, stunned up, slowed up with the cold snap, and Alchemist is going to be dropping for the first time. Hokori also gets Courier, so a bit of extra gold on top of that as they kill the Alk. And Hokori up to 3-0. Looking at the net worth, Batrider, oof. Not enjoying his time now, but Armel just going to need a bit of time to bounce back. Boots are still quite far away. And Helm of the Overlord for Vitaly. If he can get this sub 15 minutes, I feel like Beastmaster can indeed make a lot of good plays. That's a casual kill for the Viper in the top lane. We'll start working towards the tower. Look at the Hokori though. Oh, it gets dusted right away by DJ. First stun into the second. You wanna get some of that XP? Well, I mean, we're gonna kill these creeps and you.
Dire's top tower is being attacked.
Pretty solid net worth start, at least for Hokori, looking at the Beast and the
Yeah.
Invoker both. Fnatic. Jay might be in trouble. Instant TP out, but the cold snap's there to break it. Reaction might be good, but it's a bit too late. His analog's there. Lumiere. You get the first kill for the Weaver.
Nice rotation from Mukka.
He's getting a lot done, yeah. And getting closer to that Witchblade. Considering you do build the Blitz Knuckles, it does feel like a really good item to have when you have Cold Snap in your arsenal. Bottom lane though, look at Armel. Not again. He's got the last zone. Vitaly's gonna do a lot of damage with it, but the army, the zoo, is chasing up Armel, and Theolikor looking for the stun angle. At least throws in the Mind Burn and the Mana Burn, and that's gonna be another death for Armel. He just finished farming jungle creeps, and now he comes to die into the lane. Not easy at all. Gardeck's going to be here for the Weaver. And this Nyx Assassin is being an absolute thorn on the backs of Fnatic.
Yeah.
I mean, these are really good moves that this Nyx is doing, like a Nyx is supposed to be doing, like constant pressure.
Yeah, he's just disrupting what Batrider wants to do, and he's there at the right moment. And there's also all 3 cores of Hokori are higher than the Fnatic cores.
Yep.
So
Blocking his camps in the jungle as well. There's a sentry blocking one, body blocking the second.
I hate these kind of players where they're like, they buy 5 sentries just to block all your camps.
There's an Alchemist Courier already at the secret shop, despite still being 2,000 gold short from the Sacred Relic to finish off his Radiance. Does it actually... Wait, is he even finishing it off? No, he doesn't even have the Talisman yet. He is going top in net worth currently, though. And a smoke up from Fnatic. Armel, DJ, Janelle. They want to catch the Beastmaster pushing that bottom wave in, but there's again the devil we speak of. The Nyx Assassin is here. But does that give enough insurance for Vitaly? Oh, he's going to get spotted as soon as those smokes break. He does end up getting caught. There's the Nightmare. Stun comes out on the Bane. The creep takes away the Nightmare. Vitaly, there's some backup arriving. Can they get in time? Hokori, they're outliving this for now. They've got JT being in. There's the Tornado. Does connect the Batrider as well. Batrider in trouble. DJ, no, he does got the Echo Slam out of that from the creeps dying, and he's able to land it on top of 2. They've got Jay roaming in the ulti as well to burn down that Beastmaster, but Jay is down. Vitaly lives with 200 HP. And Hokori are on a roll with that. They've got themselves another 2 kills, both 2 cores down. Armel dead once again. South America's waking up.
That's what I'm talking Radiant's middle tower is taking damage.
You get the mid tower too. What do you think about Hokori now, Sim?
I mean, there's just the Beastmaster playing to effect, like Viper TPing in, and then he's just getting right-clicked by the animals, you know? not much they can do about it.
Does feel like a sting when there's not much you're capable of putting back in. But for Fnatic, with only 2 kills, they just want to get this Alchemist enabled. He's got his Sacred Relic. Soon going to be building up a Radiance, most likely 2 minutes. It should be ready. Smoke up as well, but Jay's already got popped because of the Nyx Assassin roaming around the area. They see Analog. Analog is going to be walking in. And they want that Feint script. They see Theolicor. This could be a good crab. Does he get the Carapace off in time, though? Jonel moving in deep. Nope, they're going to be backing away. They forced 5 Fnatic heroes in this area while their other heroes are farming. So, space creation, even if nothing really happens.
A lot of weight's gonna need to be carried from Raven as well, because he's taking up all the farm, and his counterparts are not really doing well in the net worth department. So
yeah, both of them are struggling. You've got Alk leading, followed up by all of Hokori's cores.
yeah.
We have got some idea about Jay. The ward placed down. It is actually inside the sentry range, so does Jonel go for the D ward? Or is it just a trap? I think they might have actually seen the Nyx Assassin there with the sentry. But there's a smoke coming in from the side, and that is your Helm of the Overlord. That's 13 minutes in. Big Ancient Granite Golem making his way to the lane. TP coming in from RML, but he's going to cancel it because he realizes, oh, there's a lot of trouble coming this way. Sunstrike Meatball. Analog for the kill. And looking for a connection in the trees, but there's nobody there. Tier 1 down. They ping Roche. I've got a feeling that Hokori might just run away with this game if Fnatic doesn't hit their Alchemist timing.
Yeah, I mean, Analog made some good rotations on the side lanes, you know, punishes Viper being alone.
He's got vision in the pit. Gonna have to go in quick. No blink on the Shaker. Gets the kill on Roche. But the Aegis is still snatched by Lumiere. Raven looking for the stun. Is there anybody to land it on Theolicor? Carapace throws in back the stun. Jay, there's the bugs coming in. It's going to be a complete miss, though. And they're going to be chasing Jay onto the high ground. Lumiere leading the charge, gets into the feed script. They need to cancel it right away. The wheel with the cold snap. And they're going to be taking down Jay. Now with the lasso coming in as well. Got a stun from Raven, connecting onto the Weaver as well. But he gets the time lapse off just in time. No. So close. And he's going to keep up the chase as well. He's given every point of vision for where Fnatic is. And they found Raven. They're going to throw him in the air. He gets a lot of regen while he's there, but he still gets blown up by the deafening blast, and that is going to be a tough fight for Fnatic. You might have killed Roshan with a Fissure, but you lost quite a lot from that.
That was so unlucky. They didn't get the kill on the Weaver to lose his Aegis.
It was a close call for sure, but he did get the time lapse off just in time as the lasso ran out. I think that was the Omni Knight even saving him there with the Heavenly Grace. I think Gardic got just close enough. And that's a tier 2 gone. They will glyph it up. These golems do like to take a lot of damage from these tower multi-shots, providing them with a lot of extra HP. So that's a tier 2 down, 16 minutes in, with only 12 kills on the board in this entire game. And Hokori is leading with 3,000 gold. Jonel will spot the Nyx Assassin. Does manage to get the Nightmare off just in time before he ends up getting caught. They will finish off the tier 1 tower in the bot lane with the catapult. And Hokori, they're now converging towards the mid lane. See if they can intercept one of the heroes. They're looking for... Raven would be the prime target, but even Jonel, any kill will do.
Radiant's middle tower is being attacked.
They cannot quite catch up with the Bane, but this mid tier 2 is already taking a lot of damage, and Weaver, Alacrity, look at him go. A lot of damage to be dealt, and now down to 500 HP. Theolicor, he spots Raven. Are we going to see any TPs? Any running rotation? Yep, we've got a lot of people coming in. He's calling out for his team. Let's kill this Alk. And he's going to cancel the teleport as well. Oh, poor Alchemist. Poor Raven. He even turned his radiance off while he was teleporting to make sure he doesn't get hit by the carapace, but it doesn't do any good for him. He's still dead. Jonel has cancelled TP2 by Analog. Oh, he tried to save his carry, but the classic, I'm going to save you, and instead I get killed as well. Hokori's doing everything right.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say this Beast Master just playing very well this game. It was a good last pick. It's kind of hard to play this draft as Fnatic just because of this Beast pick.
Yeah, he's got a lot of impact.
They had to really shut him down early game to destroy this Beast's impact. But Beast Teoloko was doing a good job like disrupting these smoke ganks that Fnatic attempted.
Yeah, and they keep on finding more. This Nyx is always finding another target to go for. Analog, cold snap on the Viper. KJ down. Rightfully, the Oleg are always going to die for it. Yep, he will. Gets corroded by the Viper, but it's a 1-for-1 trade, but it's a kill for the Invoker. And again, as one of your cores dead. At least while that was happening, Fnatic able to get control of their triangle once again, but for how long? For how long, Sim?
Not very long.
Also, the Lincolns is soon up on the Weaver. So that's going to be another issue that they're going to have to deal with, popping spells, or using spells to pop the Lincolns even. Analog is setting up for Armel in the top lane. You've got the Weaver coming in as well, but he's going to be faster this time with the teleport. No scan either, so they're just going to... Well, they're going to come to the realization that nobody's here anymore. Three to 13. Gotta take a quick glimpse at the games that Fnatic has had so far, because this is by far the hardest game for them. Let's look at this skirmish first, as we've got a lasso from Armel on the Beastmaster. He's Heavenly Grace still, V-Script, Echo Slam, everything used for the Beastmaster, and they will take him. That will come at the cost of the Bane dying, though. Lumiere will clear out the first one. He's still got the Aegis for 15 seconds, might have to use it here. Time-lapse, rather. And Janelle Bibe's back. Jay, he's a bit too deep here. Armel's got no lasso to save him anymore. BKB used by Analog. Double kill for Lumiere as Armel keeps on going. Wants to take down the next assassin, but isn't gonna have enough damage. Fissure on 2. Stun from Raven. Does connect. Invoker in trouble. Now real trouble. Kicking it. The Olikor does get the stun of Batrider at the cost of his life. Analog down as well. And they will find 2. And they're both going for Raven even. So the Alchemist is getting quite a lot out of this. So Jay's bait pays off.
Double damage.
Is this the Fnatic strikes back?
Maybe. I mean, they read that Weaver had no Aegis, so they forced the fight and they got a good kill on Invoker and Nyx, and the net worth is not so bad. This gives Alchemist some space to breathe to get like his next items.
Weaver chasing the Batrider. Doesn't pop the BKB there, not needed. Able to run out. So, before this game, so Fnatic was at 3 kills. In the last 7 games they've played, they've averaged 31.9 kills. Averaged.
Averaged?
So they're doing like 30 to 50 kill games. And now they have 6.
I mean, this game is a lot different to those kind of games. I think they just got punished very hard, and Hokori played on
Found Raven
their
again.
weaknesses.
There's the Radiant Stun into the Impale. Here comes the Sunstrike. Lumiere is going to be there as well. BKB is used with the Chemical Rage. Is the region going to be enough for him? Goes for the stun. Might actually kill the next assassin. And still living. Feed script. Raven still alive. Out of all these things, Hokori is on the retreat this time. Armel looking for the last cell. Should be able to get it. Yes, he will. Get stunned up by Theolikor. Raven's about to get self-stunned, but he barely gets it off the concoction, connecting onto Theolikor. And Fnatic Okay, they take down Gardic as well. They're gonna look for Vitaly. This is a complete disaster for Hokori. The roar comes out. They will take down Janelle. Echo Slam on 2. DJ landing the important spells of the BKB on Analog will enable him to recover for a time. But the bug is chewing on the Earthshaker, and he's fighting them back. The tornado's there. The stun. The Coction again. The Invoker down. Fnatic are wiping up Hokori. They're cleaning the floor with them as the Weaver disengages. Fnatic, they've brought this game to a stalemate now. We're basically tied at the current time. What is happening?
Well, I can
So
tell you
Hokori running
that
out of steam?
I think that they keep looking for these kind of kills, and then Fnatic read this that they're gonna be split up a lot. So when they see the Weaver top alone, only with the Omni Knight, they just go for this kill, and then it's kind of like them dying. What's the term for it? Like your teammate dies, but then you try to save him, and then you die as well.
Sacrifice?
Yeah, like sacrificing yourself for no reason.
Or chain feed?
Yeah,
That's also the
I
other.
was trying to find the word.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm almost choking here. Hopefully Hokori doesn't choke as well, because
Yeah.
Fnatic, basically for Hokori's sake, like they've been killing Raven several times with that same. Nyx Assassin finds him, follow up with the combo. Takes a bit of time for him to run around, but they finally get the kill. This time he's like at 200 HP, and with that BKB alone just saving him, it felt like Hokori were being a bit sloppy with that kill. Like they weren't.
Yeah.
Either they were missing every right click because of the Radiance. They want revenge. And here we go. Radiant stun. Follow to the roar. Alchemist down to half HP. Save comes out with a nightmare. He's able to turn around. He's got the cold snap on him. He's getting some tick damage, but he's not taking a lot. There comes our Mel. He's got the lasso onto the Beastmaster. Vitaly's going to be pulled all the way, but the stun's on the back line onto 2 of Fnatic's members. Here comes the tornado onto 3 by Analog and just keeping them away. But they don't really have the tools to fight back anymore because they used up the roar. And Lumiere, he's just not dealing as much damage as he did about 5-6 minutes ago. He's really going to need the damage on him. He's going to need that Monkey King bar. Pack a punch. On the chase for Armel or anybody who's found in the bot lane. Nobody to be found. And Fnatic is actually leading in net worth. So they've come back from what looks like 4K or something with an Alchemist in your team. So it might feel like a lot more. They're actually getting themselves into a pretty formidable state, because this is where the Alchemist power spike is. This is the window of opportunity Fnatic were playing for.
Yeah.
It doesn't last for a long time, but when it does, it is effective.
Yeah. I think the mistake Hokori is making was that instead of farming the camps and like they're controlling, let's say, 70% of the map, instead they decide to just hunt for kills, and unfortunately some of these kills weren't working out.
You see Armel, there's the roar. This time the Batrider should definitely beat that, unless Jonel has something to say about it. Batrider down. Beastmaster, there's the Guardian Angel kicking in. So Raven won't be dealing a lot of damage, but they want the Bane. They really want the Bane if they can get it. Look at the damage from Lumiere with the Alacrity, dealing a lot to him. Raven inside the tree line, coming in from the side, onto the Lincolns of Vitaly. He's going to be fine with it, but Janelle lives a little bit longer, has the Nightmare to keep himself alive, and now DJ all by himself. He might have an Echo Slam, but the team does not want to follow all the way that far near to the Tier 2 tower, or where it used to be at least. So Hokori, with these few kills, can they get to Roche, or do they look for more Gardic? Aggressive warding. Stun coming in. Force that. He's going to stun Analog with it. But Fnatic is not going to jump on that, though. You were talking about the term of your teammate coming to save you and they come up with sacrifice and then as a chain feed, but it could also be grief.
Could be just stunning your own teammate, you know.
Concoction come in and force staff yourself into 3 allies, then the opponent's just like, oh, Echo Slam.
I mean, some people actually don't notice, like, you know, when you get Dark Willow Eid, and then you run into your team and then you're stunning your whole team without even, you know, realizing it.
Happens.
That's the worst.
It does tend to happen a lot because, you know, like, it's not like a clear projectile that's flying in. Like, you've had time to look at it for some time and you still walk into it.
I mean, you can
Or your ally
see
brings it to you. True.
You could see it. I'm sure everyone has eyes. Or most people.
But hey, eyes are deceiving. Or looks are deceiving. Realize the real eyes. 27 minutes in, Armel. Clearing out the mid wave. Hokori secured Roshan. They have themselves... who picked up the shard? Is it Invoker?
Yeah.
Got the double meteor. And Beastmaster also has the dive bomb.
They actually changed his dive bomb, so now it's a root instead of a stun.
Yeah, but the root is handy. The root's still handy.
Yeah, the root it's still nice, and they decreased the cooldown even more. So it's same as the old shard before they nerfed the cooldown.
Raven's already TPing home. They are drawing symbols on the map. Like, this is a most likely area where Fnatic is going to be. There's the flame break. But it doesn't look like anybody's close enough for this. Maybe a bit of a missed smoke opportunity, but Fnatic, they're pulling off a smoke of their own with a lot of J's in their team, combined with Raven and Armel. Meanwhile, DD rune. So this is like a timing fight now. If they can fight before Hokori picks up the DD rune, I could see Fnatic finding some split kills, but right now it feels like we're not going to be able to use it or utilize it. Lumiere has picked it up. The bird spots a couple. Stun onto the Batrider. Theolic are going to keep him on the spot. Nightmare's going to be there too. Tornado barely misses. Lumiere wants to fight. Weaver hits for 360 damage. You don't want to walk in his path. It is already down to half, though, so they won't necessarily get to push high ground with it. That is a moment of relief for Fnatic. But again, Batrider, I believe they see him. Yes, they do. Now he's right on top of the way. Theolic, is he just going to walk into the... Oh, the Firefly ran out. And he's TPing away. Sunstrike didn't quite show the exact position of him either, so he's back home. What do you think about this lane ward?
Which one? The one bot?
The bottom lane, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Batrider is always pushing outside lane, so these kind of wards, top and bot, are very good to, you know, punish him for this, because he's doing this for the past 10 minutes. Like, he's gonna do it again top, maybe they punish it. He has a Hex and Invoker.
They're very close now. Analog just need to land the tornado. He sees Armel. He's too close to the base, though. Now they even place the sentry down so they can see the bird. They know they're under vision. And it is a waiting game. 30 minutes in.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Hokori is just running out 1 minute. They should just keep farming up the next items. It's very hard to go high ground against Bat, Shaker, Viper, Alk. Like, they're spamming all these spells on you, and you have this, like, lasso into base, you know, burst him down and kill the enemy team.
Oh, I love how Alchemist is scouting the trees with the courier. Might even lose his courier for Vitaly. He's going to walk into an enemy smoke. They're so close to it. Lining up all the stuns that they need to secure the kill on Vitaly. Echo Slam used as well. But they're moving to the top lane looking for Viper. But Viper's already gone. So Hokori getting outpaced. Fnatic use an ulti for a kill.
Ah, that's what I'm talking about.
I was watching before that fight. Beastmaster's using his birds to snipe couriers.
Oh yeah, it's a classic.
Imagine if couriers could fight. Like, they have 1 damage. But they should be able to use their, you know, maybe animations to fight, you know.
The more expensive courier you have, the more damage it does.
Yeah. Damage per level.
Yeah.
Could be funny, you know, backdooring towers with couriers with their shield boost. Just food for thought.
Who has the nicest courier? Though is the question.
Or maybe you could have like go back into the old school days of Dota and just have one courier in the team, but that would be like a bigger model courier that could have more HP and
Oh no. We're not going back to one couriers.
Oh, PTSDs from those days. I think it's for the better. What's your favorite change in Dota? Is there one singular thing? Like, it doesn't have to be the ultimate, but what's like one of the good memories you have that they changed in Dota? I think when they removed shrines.
Yeah, I agree on shrines as well, but also just like the Roshan, because you remember when Roshan used to be in the dire bottom side, like
Oh yeah,
next to the
like here.
T1 tower.
Yeah.
It was very broken back then.
Oh,
No,
oh wait,
even,
you mean the one that was here, where? Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that one. True.
I mean,
true.
both were just as broken for dire. Those are big changes.
EG used to make a good play into the second Roche pit.
Yeah. And
All the
what
memories.
else? Void. I remember Void having backtrack as his.
Made a bit.
That was so stupid,
Oh.
actually.
Yeah, that was rough. That was pretty rough. Like the
press-
talent doesn't feel as great as the old one.
I mean, you press Laguna finger and he dodges his spells. Like, come on. He lives out of luck.
I guess some RNG elements were a bit too much for the game to handle.
What else was broken back in the days?
Centaur on release with the stunning stampede.
Oh yes, the mini stun. That was so stupid.
That was. I think a lot of people can agree, but the Centaur on release is probably the most broken hero concept in the history of Dota. I guess maybe like, you know, the Dawnbreakers, maybe Techies when he came out with the Arcana. If you used the instant suicide, it would crash the server and then it would be safe to leave. My friend used to be a top 10 Techies player in the world. He played like 4,000 games of Techies or something like that, and he would abuse the Arcana to crash the game if they had a bad game. So
anyone who plays Techies has their life for sure.
yeah. Well, I mean, he quit Dota and he has a life now, so no more Techies. No more dreams and nightmares.
You're looking at the screen, right, and then you just play some bombs, like all Techies, and then you just standing and watching. Like you could just watch a show while playing the game as Techies.
Yeah. I guess you could. Oh. Well, back into this game, because nothing's really happening right now. Roshan's up in 2 minutes 15 seconds. We have an almost max time of Roshan because it's already been ticking for some time. Fnatic with the smoke, heading over to Hokori's side of the map. Theolic are going to get the early stun. Roar coming out onto Janelle. They need to get rid of the Bane right away. Theolic are going to quickly evaporate the Bane. Comes in with a buyback. Fnatic have already lost one of their members. Hokori didn't even commit that much to it. Roar's back up in 50 seconds. Hokori smoke up in the river. They did not see this one. Fnatic, they gotta be careful. Theolicor going in with a blink. Doesn't quite catch him, but DJ's gonna land the fissure on top of him. Zoo is right there. Raven charging in. It's gonna BKB early. Stun on the next assassin, but the Lincoln save is there. They've got the Omni Knight, but the Guardian Angel doesn't take any damage for now. Lumiere on the side. Look for an angle to do some damage. They're backing away from the high ground. They force the BKB of the Alchemist. And his ult. No Roche to be picked up. If that was Roshan spawning, Hokori could have just gone for it. Instead, we're going to get all our BKBs on ultis back up. Also a sheep stick on the Invoker. Instantly hexing up whatever target they want to kill. And then, again, we go for the split push chase. Armel, Theolicor. Can he grab him? Can he find him? Blink's just a bit short. Goes in the other direction. At least Fnatic's able to recover.
Yeah.
Their triangle once again. Oh, the couriers. Also Soul Ring. He spots some hostiles on the way.
Until
Yoink.
its death, none of us suspected the repulsive hatred that lay buried in
Do you remember when everyone would buy Soul Boost on Ursa?
Yeah.
And the reason was because the more HP you had, the more damage you would do.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that applies for a lot of heroes. But it was just
It
a
was like-
Shaker specific thing.
It was like percentage base.
Roche is spawning right now as Hokori walks out of the Roche pit. Fnatic, they can't afford to lose their Bane again. He's on a dieback penalty. And 6 minutes as well for the buyback to return. Roche is up. Fnatic under a ward. Everybody's seen. Roar comes out. They got DJ. They've got themselves Janelle. That's the time. They got the Alchemist in the middle of the zone, but the BKB popped by the Battering already with the lasso. Going to take the next assassin, but Fnatic is going to be losing 3 heroes right away. And Armel's going to be chasing Armel down. So Armel's going to be chasing Theolacor instead. And they've got Jay inside the river. Might be able to move for a bit, but the Suicide Bird. Triple kill for Vitaly. Oh, Fnatic. Right under the high ground ward, stacking up with 4. Instantly deleting the Bane, then the Shaker. And it's complete disaster. They did 4,000 damage compared to the 11k from Hokori in that time span.
Yeah, a great catch from the Beastmaster to jump onto the Shaker. Just a good kill.
Yeah, they stunned the Beast. Sorry, they stunned the Shaker, so everybody can just jump the Bane meanwhile. Really good read. Vitaly's had such a good game on this Beastmaster, like you said. Like, he's been doing so much for the team. And Lumiere's unkilled. 9-0-8. Nothing they can do to the Weaver. Pushing onto the high ground. Forcing out the glyph. Potentially a lane of Rax is about to fall unless they can pull off a miracle here. Fnatic. Gotta be very careful. They take down the bird, so no root to land on the Viper. He's got the Manta as well, so he's able to dodge, or at least dispel the root if it does connect onto him. They are keeping them away. Cheese on the Invoker and Aegis on the Weaver. They can just keep on going. They've got so much sustain heal. They can just continue poking and poking and poking. Like they're taking that much damage either. Plus they have the time lapse, so this is really difficult for Fnatic. This is just unrepairable damage that is being dealt to their tower.
Speaking about unrepairable, what was the thing called the
repair kit?
Yeah.
Yeah, no thanks.
That was much a broken you tried him.
Yeah, I think repair kit with the respawn timer talents, like,
yeah.
How can you ever siege? Undying, when he got the talent, if you kill him, he instantly respawns. So you can just chain feed, like, for an eternity. You basically respawn right away when you pick up the respawn talent. Like, level 10.
But didn't he have a reincarnation on death as well?
Armel. Yeah, the reincarnation, and that was... quite the something. They figured out Fnatic's way to play. They've got these Lincolns, they've got these Lotus Orbs. No way that they can initiate. It just feels like Bane doesn't do much this game at all, like, anymore. It felt like a good pick in the draft, but item-wise you can just counter it so well. If you're not playing ahead, this Bane is not enjoying his time at all. And here we go again. DD Alacrity. Weaver dealing 500 right-click damage. You don't want to walk in between that. Armel pops his BKB for the lasso onto the Beastmaster, but Lumiere's just dishing out the right-clicks for the kill. The Ravage connects the entire team of Fnatic, getting lined up from Theolacor's Impale, and they are fighting Raven on the sides. Jay is down. Raven all by himself in between all of Hokori, and that is another kill coming in. They might have gotten one, but that's an ultra for Lumiere, and I'm pretty sure he wants the rampage because the GG call comes out. They want to give it to Lumiere for the full-on. Nope, not going to be taken. Vitaly takes it, and this is Fnatic's 7-map win streak broken. Hokori also get their first win.
Well played by Hokori.
That was a very good game from Hokori in general.
Yeah.
Good draft, good understanding, great tempo, and just Theolacor and Vitaly making this game what it was. Like this was a really good performance from Hokori, and we were hoping for them to show up during this series, like really show the power what South America's made out of, and kick a punch or like put the teeth in the mouth of Fnatic, and they did. They did show up on the occasion when they were expected to.
Well played too. I mean, Fnatic played well by like trying to attempt these rotations, getting these pickoffs, and that was like the one play top where Alchemist survived by like 200 HP and delaying the game as much as possible, but Hokori pulled it off, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it speaks for itself. I mean, Hokori was just really good this game. For Fnatic, they couldn't achieve much in this game too, and also their least, well, compared to their averages, this was by far the hardest game the Fnatic had to encounter. Could see that their side lane openers when they were playing from far behind against the Hokori, they were finding some pickoffs, and they were capable of keeping the lanes pushed out. So they bought a lot of time for themselves, but what did that time really buy them? It didn't work out for them. Hokori just the stronger team in game number 2. So we end up with a 1-1 score. But hey, this is not the last series of the day. We have one more to come as we have Hokori playing again versus Neon Esports. So after a 15-20 minute break, we shall return with the final series of the day here with T-Panda symetricaL. We'll see you guys soon.